Hello and welcome back to The Witcher on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode, we played through the deceits here, and today we're going to jump into Wraiths of Quiet Hamlet. Now, disclaimer, I have actually already recorded all this, but about halfway through, I started running into a lot of crashing issues, and I mean a lot, and my audio went like super robotic and fuzzy, a lot of background noise. So I decided, since it's only a 2-hour playthrough of it, it took about 2 hours. It's going to be faster this time because I know what I'm doing. But I decided to just scrap it and restart the whole thing. So I do know what's going to happen here. Little disclaimer, but let's go ahead and jump in. Wraiths of Quiet Hamlet. Easy, keyboard and mouse. Now, there is a lot of talking in this one. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. There is a lot of talking. Takes place in the Murky Waters area from Chapter 4, just like the last one did. And it should be ready for us. I like this. It has its own, like, custom screens here. Talkative team. Wraiths of Quiet Hamlet. The Witcher sets off in the search of new quests. He arrives to a small village with a pastoral name, Quiet Hamlet. It's just a stop on his route, but even in a place like this, forgotten by gods, there may be some job opportunity for a monster slayer. Wait, stranger. What's the matter? You look like someone who could help me solve a problem. Who are you? My name's Caligor. I was a mercenary in the Temerian army. Recently I dealt with protecting merchant caravans. And you, white-haired, who are you, if I may ask? I'm Geralt, a witcher. Witcher? Then I have a job just for you. What do you mean? There are ghosts, or actually wraiths, haunting the village for a couple of days. Ghosts? I kill monsters. Ghosts are not my specialty. They're rather wraiths. Haven't you fought wraiths before? A silver sword hurts wraiths and allows to chase them away, but it doesn't kill the wraith, though. Getting rid of them for good is far more complicated and, at the same time, more expensive. If you get rid of them, I won't stint on money. What would you say for 300 orens? 300? 600 would be a fair price. Are you crazy, Witcher? 350 would be my final offer. 400 and not an oren less. Let it be. But before I take the job, I have to familiarize myself with the situation. Maybe you know someone who knows anything about ghosts or wraiths. There's a priestess in the village. She looks after ill children. She must have learned something about that in the temple. You can talk to her. Talking to the locals could also be a good idea. First, you could talk to the fisherman by the river. He's a deep one, but he somehow knows a lot. He could tell you something about the wraiths. Remember to talk to him in the first place. Is there anything interesting in the village apart from ghosts? It's a hole, but there's a tavern. The beer thinned with water tastes like horse piss. Some village girls are pretty nice, but very timid. Haha. I'll have a look around and talk to people. If I learn how to get rid of the wraiths, I'll come back to you. Farewell. Alright, so starting with our talents, we're gonna, of course, go for all the damage ones right away. We'll do Buzz. Go into our Dexterity, get level 1 and 2 of that. We can pass on all of those. Stamina, go ahead and get 1 and 2, help us out. Into Intelligence, I think we need... No, we already have the Herbalism one. Okay. Into our strong steel style, go ahead and get more damage stuff here. We'll pass on that. And we have 11 more we can spend. Just keep going on this route. What's this one here? No, we'll pass on that. Mainly just going for damage here, so we can kill things fast. Alright, so that's just about it for all of those. We got 2 more. Get these 2. And those are going to be our talents for this little adventure here. Now, I was interrupted before pretty quickly. This is interesting. It looks like it actually put me at a different part of the village than it put me at before. I think before I spawned over there. Backing away from the granny because she interrupted me the first time through. Anyways, we're going to start off going this way, talk to the fisherman and his brother. Okay, he does not want to talk to us. We will... What am I stuck on? There we go. We will talk to the fisherman. I thought I saw him over here somewhere. There's the beekeeper. We need to talk to him too. Oh, there's the fisherman. He moved spots on me. Oh, can I get to him from here? I don't think I can get to him from here. Go around this way. So yeah, a lot of this first part is going to be a lot of talking. These villagers are very talkative, as you'll see. Fish is biting. Nah, just teasing. And who are you? I'm a witcher, and I'm fishing, as you can see. What brings you here, except for scaring the fish? Ghosts haunt your village at night? Yes, they do. My brother can't sleep because of them. Haven't you heard maybe about people being lost? I don't think so. Actually, I'm here on the footbridge all the time. So maybe something about strange things happening near the village. No, nothing, but maybe the village leader will know something. Where can I find him? Nowadays, he's either drunk walking in the fields or at the inn. If you buy him something stronger and play dice, he may tell you about what he saw in the fields, or maybe something about ghosts. He wasn't like that before, but after his only son, Khalid, went to the city to earn some money and hasn't shown any signs of life for 2 months. He drinks all the time. Think it's time to change the village leader. Anything else? I've seen a man in the village who looks just like you. Ah yes, that's my twin brother Jim. 2 springs ago, he got drunk and fell off the boat, hit his head on the oar, and after we managed to get him out, he started to behave strangely. Since then, instead of finding himself a job, he runs on the meadows, plays with kids, and dances in the village. But he's my brother, so I won't throw him out of my house, and he does no harm. The only problem is that he forgets talking to someone before. Can you tell me something about Caligor? I've seen you talking to him. He's being so important lately. Back then, he was lazybones and wastrel. He ran away from home with 2 buddies, and now they have more money and are at the inn more often than in the field. They must have earned a small fortune in the city. It's interesting, though. They got back a day after the village leader's son went to the city. Strange they didn't meet on the road. Anything else? Aren't you bored of standing here by the river? Fish is biting, so I'm not. I'm just a bit parched. But I don't want to stop fishing, and the inn is quite far. So, if you are somewhere near the inn, take a beer for me. I'll make sure you won't lose money on that. See what I can do. Time to finish. Farewell. So that's everything from the fisher. Maybe... Now we can talk to his brother? No, I was able to talk to his brother at one point. I don't know why I can't now. Let's try Caligor again. Yeah, we have more stuff we can do here. I'm still gathering information about the Wraiths. My offer is not permanent. Hurry up. Where will I find the priestess? You know, I'm not wandering around following her. Beekeepers and smith's children and an old man at Vesna's hut are ill. It's the one opposite the smith's house. If she's supposed to look after the ill, I would look for her in those huts. Where will I find the fisherman? In the forest, hunting for wild boars. By the river, of course. What else would you expect? But remember, if the fish are biting, you have to talk to him a few times before he notices you and starts talking. I never ran into that problem once, so I have no idea if that's actually a thing. He said you had been protecting merchant caravans. Well, I protected. Why, don't I look like someone who could protect caravans? He killed many elves, sons of dogs, who wanted to steal human goods. Farewell. Alright. Got a dog there, too. I don't know why I can't talk to the brother now. Here comes the granny. Who are you? What are you looking for in our village? I'm a witcher. Witcher, Fatui, damn it. I'll have to hide Vesna somewhere. I already have to drive Caligor and his friends off, and now a horny witcher. What do you want to hide from me, Granny? No one. What's the interest? I'm just talking to myself. What do you want in here? I don't know yet. Maybe I'll take care of your wraiths. I'm afraid to go to bed because of those wraiths. You can deal with wraiths, but don't look at girls. What girls? No girls. We don't have any young girls. Just old ones or married. Shut up, woman, or you'll talk too much. What else do you want? How's life? Not too good, not at all. The old man is being sick. You do all you can, make him soup so he won't break those old teeth, and he's winging all the time. Soup and soup again. Maybe you could make him something else if he doesn't want any soup. Something else? He's an old fool with few teeth left. He can eat only soups. He won't bite anything. You're just a fool like him. What else do you want? Can you tell me something about this village? What can I tell you? We're here like my father and grandfather before us. Sometimes we have someone new coming, like this blacksmith or a sheep herder over there. They say he came from mountains. Sheep chaser would fit better. He doesn't even have a decent pen for those sheep. They're walking all around his hut then. Oh, they must stink. Is there any inn here? Yes, there is. Go along this road, and this is for brawlers like witchers. They're only drinking and fighting. I would drive this innkeeper off as well. He's leading people astray. The old man, when he was younger, if he left in the evening, he returned in the morning, drunk as a lord, and with his mug beaten up. He told me he was boxing there, that he would bring money. Stupid. Now he lost his strength. Only sometimes does he ask the blacksmith to bring him some booze. But if he succeeds, then I have a chat with the blacksmith. I've heard that people here get sick. Ah, yes, they do. Children, and my old man is sick. And he doesn't want my soup, old geezer. Don't you want him to get well? You speak of him so bad. Of course I do want. He's stupid and grouchy, but he's my old man. We've been through so much. So much. Trow, however you say that. Where would I find another like him? I think I'd be in eternal sorrow if he didn't recover. At least we have this priestess. She's looking after the sick. She's young, but a good girl. That's why you witcher don't even look at her. I know you'll come on to everyone, but don't touch the priestess and my, other girls. What else do you want? This is an option that you can ask any of the villagers for the most part. You can tell them that you're looking for someone. And just say who you're looking for. Say we're looking for the priestess, and she moves around huts a lot. And she'll say that she's at her place looking after the old man. You can ask most of the villagers that anytime just to find out where they are, because they do move around a lot in this adventure. So that's a useful thing they added in. Next, we're gonna stop in, talk to the smith and his wife. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll go talk to his wife first, see how he likes that. There's the daughter. I'm not seeing the wife anymore. Go around looting stuff, but you really don't need to loot that much in this adventure, from what I could tell. Yeah, so we can't talk to the brother. Oh, there's the wife. He's way down here. I haven't seen you here before. Who are you? I'm a witcher. Do you have a name, witcher? I'm Rita. My name's Geralt. What are you doing here? What could a witcher do? I'm looking for monsters to slay. The only ones that come to my mind are those wraiths which don't let us sleep at night. These are the ones I'm going to deal with. Yes, witcher, how can I help you? What can you tell me about those wraiths? We can't sleep at night because of them. Together with my husband, we pray to Melitele. Luckily, they appear only for an hour. That's the scariest hour in the whole night. Will you tell me something about the locals? You can find a fisherman by the river. You can learn interesting things from him. A bit farther, you can meet a beekeeper and a sheep herder. The first of them is hard to talk to as he's always chased by bees, and the second one sees nothing but his sheep. Heard there's an inn somewhere around. You have to go a bit farther behind the village. My husband goes there for a while in the evenings, but he has never got too drunk not to get back home. Melitele sent me a good husband. But why does she afflict us with our daughter's illness? My beloved Rovin thinks all the world of our daughter. I'm afraid he can do something stupid because of that illness. Is there a priestess in the village? Yes, she's the only hope for our daughter to get better. A merchant with a cure should arrive any day now. I don't know why he isn't here yet. I've seen you leave saucers with milk in your huts. It's for our house gnomes. They do no harm to anybody. They often try to help here and there in the huts. My daughter told me once that the gnomes sometimes take children for a magical trip on the trail of smoke over the rooftops. I don't know how much truth is in this, but Beekeeper's son spoke of it as well with great excitement. Have you seen such gnome? Though they are very timid, I've seen them several times. They have very nice clothes and pointed hats. Apart from that, they look like us. Such small men. And again, like I said, that's an option for all the villagers to find other ones. The gnome thing is really weird, because a lot of the villagers will comment on it, and it doesn't really come up at all in the story, other than just asking people. So, oh hey, I can talk to him now. Who are you? Tell me. I'm a witcher, and I'm Jim. Hello, I'm Geralt. Shall we play with teddies? I'm afraid we're both adults, and we don't play with teddies. They're such misery guts. And other than that, he doesn't have much to say, and he really doesn't come up in the story either. But that's Jim. Can I talk to the smith now? Yup. Well, look who's come to our village. What monsters do you want to slay here? Welcome, I see you have met someone like me before. Not really, but I traveled a lot and heard different stories. You're Geralt, White Wolf, I've heard about you. Yes, that's me. Unfortunately, a certain garrulous bard prattles on about me a lot. I'm a smith in this village. My name's Roven. What brings you to me? Is there anyone sick in your family as well? Yes, unfortunately, my beloved daughter. She was here, there, and everywhere, running around with that beekeeper's boy all the time. My lovely Moppet. I'm a strong man, Witcher, but I don't know what to do with that illness. If it was sent by someone, I would set off against them immediately. And now all I can do is to wait and look if the priestess can do something about it. Sometimes I want to smash the whole smithy with my hammer, just to do something. Don't worry, Melatelli priestesses are great healers. They healed my numerous wounds, and as you can see, I'm standing right in front of you. I hope you're right, Witcher. I hope you're right. Kaligor wants me to deal with the wraiths which haunt this village. Can you tell me anything about them? They really are Quiet Hamlet's trouble. We are all praying at our homes when they come. Blue fog rises, then smoke coming from the chimney starts glowing blue. And then the wraiths come. Once in my anger, I tried to attack one with my sword. But I did it no harm, and when they moved on to me, I barely managed to escape into my hut. I think they can't enter the hut because they left me alone. You didn't have the right weapon, but even if you managed to kill one, it would return the next day. That's a tough one, Witcher. We'll see. And again, the gnome thing. I saw you put bowls on the floor in your huts. What for? You must be talking about home gnomes. My wife leaves them food in there. They say that the gnomes will help you out then, but maybe ask someone else about that. They haven't helped me in my smithy yet, but what could such a small one do? Swords like needles? You maybe have some weapon to sell. Unfortunately, I'm not that skilled in forging swords to offer you something better than you already have. But please have a look at what I have to offer. So, yeah, he doesn't really have too much here. You can buy the oil, which might come in handy for something. I don't know what oil it is, though. And I really don't use them that often. Don't gotta talk to any of the unnamed villagers here. So we can skip her. We can drop into Vesna and her parents' hut. Now, I don't know if this is implied to be the same Vesna from Chapter 1 of the game in the outskirts. But it's the same name and it uses the same model. This is a mod made by the community, so it's not like it's canon in the actual game. But maybe the mod maker intended for this to be the same Vesna. I don't know. But let's talk to her. Welcome, beautiful. You look worried. What's the matter? My poor Pops is ill. This swine blood pud keeps bothering me. No one cares about my problems. And I lost my ring. I do care. You'll see. Everything will be fine. Who are you? I'm Geralt of Rivia. You're very kind. My name is Vesna. What kind of important business brought you here? We'll see if it's important. At the moment, I'm having a look around and ask people if they need my help. Yes, Geralt. So what problems do you have? My Pops is ill, but I already told you that. It's been a while since we had a merchant in the village. I can't even buy anything pretty. And this Kaligor, he wanted to give me a ring, but I'm afraid of him. I don't want anything from him. But you seem to be different. You said you've lost your ring. Yes, while I was doing the washing in the river, it slipped down my finger. I liked it so much, it had a nice blue stone. I'll look for a ring for you, don't worry. Oh, I don't even know how I could repay you. We will think something up together. So that's Vesna. We don't really have to worry about finding her ring. We'll get it, though, down the line, trust me. Sorry, looting tendency. I know we don't need any loot here. Just habit, you know. We got Doria, the priestess here, and the ill Gramps. Let's talk to the priestess. Welcome, Witcher. I'm Doria, Melatelli priestess. Welcome, my name's Geralt, but how do you know who I am? I've met others like you, a medallion you wear, and 2 swords on your back, Witcher style. A man named Kaligor told me about the Wraiths disturbing the village. Maybe you know something that could help me destroy the ghosts. I have a more serious problem than ghosts, Witcher. I can't help you. Kaligor is a bad man. You shouldn't trust him. Do you maybe know where do those Wraiths come from? Souls of the dead don't reappear by accident. Only those who died suddenly can't find their peace after death and return as Wraiths. Unfortunately, I know nothing more about the ghost. Ask the locals. Sometimes talking to an ordinary villager could give you more than you expected. Are you sure you don't know how to destroy the Wraiths? Even if I knew that, you would never learn it from me. Those Wraiths were men once. Something made them what they are now. Instead of finding out how to destroy them, you should find out what to do to make them leave in peace. As you know, that's not what my job is about. I've heard enough about you to know that you don't destroy or kill if you don't have to, White Wolf. What are you doing in the village? A few villagers went down with a strange illness, down with the sickness. Mainly children are sick. There are also some cases among the older ones. I managed to discover the cure, but I ran out of it. There are no necessary ingredients in the village to make new portions. I've sent a letter to the convent asking them to send me the medicine, but the merchant who was supposed to come with the cure is late. Is there anything I can do to help you? Yes, echinops appeared near the village. If you manage to get at least 5 echinops roots, I can make a brew that would lower the temperature of the sick. I'll do my best. Thank you. Where can I find you if I had some questions for you? In the morning, I'm at Vesna's parents. Her father is ill. Then I go to see the smith's daughter. In the afternoon, I collect herbs, and then I go to Beekeeper's house. I stay there for the night and look after Beekeeper's son. If you won't be able to find me, ask the people in the village. How long have you been here? I arrived a few days ago. At first, the illness gave people head and stomach aches. Now it's more serious, as the sick barely or don't leave their beds at all. Alright, so that's May Melatelli eliminate your way. That's the priestess. We gotta get 5 echinops roots for her. And let's talk to the ill Gramps now. What do you want from me? I'm ill. I've got a few questions. A witcher. What do you want from an old sick man? I'm trying to solve the problem of the Wraiths. I don't think I can help you. As one of the oldest villagers, you must have heard some stories about ghosts. Maybe I do remember something, but I'm hungry and tired. Do you know what they are feeding me with? No? Soup. Every day, this damn soup. I hate soup. I'd be more than happy to tell you some stories for a piece of roasted mutton. What a wish, Gramps. I'll see what I can do. Farewell. So we gotta bring him roasted mutton, which again, we don't have to worry about finding. We will get that along the way. So moving on, I think we only have a few more people left to talk to. We need to talk to the sheep herder over here. Grab a quest from him. Yeah? Welcome, Master Sheep Herder. I'm no master, I just tend my sheep. But my father was a master sheep herder. Non-humans chased us out of the mountains. Damn them. Have you seen my sheep? They're beautiful, aren't they? Yes, I wanted... Look at Betsy. Her fleece will make great socks for winter. Which one is Betsy? Each one is Betsy. Very nice name. My dad used to call his sheep like that. Have you heard anything about ghosts? They frighten my sheep. Futile. I guess I will learn nothing from you. You probably don't have any job for a witcher. You're a witcher, a real witcher, so you'll deal with the wraiths and my sheep will sleep peacefully. And maybe I will have a business with you. We'll see about those wraiths. I need some information. Yes, Witcher. What do you know about those wraiths? Just that they frighten my beloved sheep, nothing more, actually. They appear at 12 at night, fly over the village, howl, squawk, and frighten God-fearing people. Priestess told us to pray when the ghosts come, so I pray, but I don't think those wraiths care about those prayers. What else do you want to know? Actually, I'd like to know something more. Yes, Witcher. How is it going with herding? It isn't. Merchants don't want to come, and I can't sell the fleece anywhere. In the past, I didn't have enough of that. There were so many of them, and now, who knows what happened to those merchants? Luckily, the innkeeper buys some mutton, so I can earn some money on that. What else do you want to know? You mentioned something about a job for me. You know, Master Witcher, it's just a small job. Please don't feel offended. Will you talk already? The wolves are strangling my sheep, damn it. You'd have to kill those wolves in their breeding ground. In their breeding ground, you say? Ah, yes, in there, they are behind the inn. They come here all the time and Snap takes a sheep and eats it. And what could you give me for those wolves? What could I give you? I can promise you a roast mutton, and I can sell you some meat cheaper than others. Indeed, that's not too much. And you can have a rest at my place for free. Am I supposed to sleep with stinking sheep? What do you mean stinking? My sheep are clean. What are you talking about? Master Witcher? Okay, let's leave those sheep in peace. I can get rid of those wolves. So the thing about that, he says that you can rest at his place for free if you do the job for him. When you complete the quest, he says that you can only rest there for free whenever he's at his house, which would be at night. But I tried that multiple times last time, and I could not rest there at all. So I don't think that's entirely true. Let's talk to the Beekeeper's wife now. Hello, stranger. Who are you? I'm Geralt, a Witcher, and who are you? I'm Andy, Beekeeper's wife. You must have seen him. He's the one with permanently swollen hands. My mother warned me not to marry this lame duck. What do you want in our village, Witcher? I'm looking for information about wraiths which appear in your village. It's dreadful to go out then, but I don't have time for this. I have a bigger problem. I've heard there is a priestess in the village. Yes, the Temple of Melitele sent her to look after the sick in the village. My beloved son is also sick. Poor thing barely shows signs of life. He barely leaves bed. I'm so worried. Why do you call your husband a lame duck? See, you haven't spoken to him yet. When you see him, you'll understand. What kind of beekeeper lets his bees sting him all the time? He's always walking around with these swollen hands, swollen. Sometimes he opens up a hive and runs away, and my mother told me, warned me. I've seen some plates on the floor in some huts. You must be talking about those where we leave food for the gnomes. They are good creatures and don't listen to my husband. He's listened to some rubbish at the inn. We'll start talking that the evil gnomes set the bees against him, so they won't spare his hands. We leave the milk for the gnomes not to mollify them, but to thank them for sweeping the rooms or cleaning the ashes from the stove, so I could start the fire in the morning. So you've seen those gnomes? Yes, late at night, about 2 hours after the wraiths go away, you can see them running around the room. So maybe I'll have some luck as well. You can try, however, I think they'll get scared and hide. And she has the option to find other people too. Farewell. The gnome thing, like I said, is really weird because it does not come into the story at all. And like everyone has something to say about these gnomes. It's just strange to me. Gotta talk to the Beekeeper to end this all off. He should be right here, yep. Ah. What happened? A bee stung me again. So who told you to irritate bees? I'm a beekeeper. That's my job. So you must be a lousy beekeeper. Lousy, I'm just not as good as my grandpa and pops. And who are you? I'm Geralt, Witcher. What brings you here? I'm a Witcher. I usually kill monsters, but my bees are no monsters. 1 or 2 will sting, that's all. But at least I have some honey. Swollen hands? Well, that's their nature. It didn't even cross my mind to chase after bees. So, what brings you here? I'm interested in wraiths which appear in the village. I know nothing about wraiths. They leave my hives alone, and they don't appear during the day. It's just scary at night. We pray together with the priestess. I may deal with the wraith problem. I'd really appreciate it. I've seen some plates on the floor in the huts. What are they for? It's for the gnomes. If you give them some milk, then they'll take care of your child or sweep up the floor at night. They do no harm. So you have gnomes running all over the place at night? Not the whole night. If you sit still, they appear after the wraith hour and you can see them running in the hut. Aren't you afraid they would break something? That's why we leave this milk. Grandpa told me that if you don't leave anything for the gnomes, they can do their business into the honey. And they fermented Uncle's cow's milk right in her udder. Milk in the udder? That's what Grandpa told me. They're good. They do lots of good. You just have to leave them something to eat at night. They just love milk. Yeah, I bet they love rancid milk as well. Don't worry. I haven't hunted for gnomes and I don't plan to. Is there any illness in the village? Yes, my beloved son is sick. He wants to be a blacksmith in the future. I won't forbid him. My dad told me to be a beekeeper, but I won't make my son to be one. It's enough that I go around with swollen hands. Hope that our priestess would help us with the illness. That's what she came here for. And besides, what brings you here? Farewell. Oh, it stung me again. So, he should be the last person to talk to in the main village area. Next up, I don't think Gramps has anything. Yeah, no. Next up, we're going to head on over to the inn. We can take a look here, though. We got a good bit of quests here. We can get beer for the fishermen at the inn. That's the Equinox roots past the inn. We need the mutton for the old man. We can get mutton for dealing with the wolves for the sheep herder. The wolves are behind the inn. How to get rid of wraiths is a main quest. Wraiths of Quiet Hamlet is a main quest. The Lost Son is a main quest. And we have the ring for Vesna, which we don't have to worry about. We'll get that from another quest. So let's go ahead and move on over to the inn now. See what lies in store for us there. I think I mentioned this just reuses the same map from Chapter 4 that the last one, Deceits, reused. So the inn is just right down this road over this way, that building there. A quick hop, skip, and a jump over. And I think there's going to be a small cutscene that plays whenever we enter through the gate here. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me why they included it. It's very weird and strange, but it's there, so here we go. Man, how do you piss so quietly? I pissed down the pant leg. Isn't that a pitiful waste of trousers? Nah, I'm using yours. And then he just beats the crap out of him. Get up, shake it off, and just walk back into the inn. I don't know if they were just trying to include like a funny joke there, how this guy pisses himself, but he does it in the other guy's trousers. Like, I guess it can be funny, but it's just weird to me. I don't know. This is the inn right here. Now, you're probably going to see me multiple times try and leave through the wrong door because they put the door on the wrong side. In the game, that's the front door there, but every time you come in through the back door. So I'm definitely going to mess that up a lot. So we can look around. There are a few named NPCs here. They don't have anything to say though, like Frank here. If we go back here, we have the boxing area, fist fighting. You can fist fight Bushman. But he's not gonna do anything. The only guy that I got anything from for doing this was one of the regular fist fighters. Care for a fist fight with me? I don't think it's this one. Welcome, care for a fist fight. I warn you, the stakes are higher when you fight with me. I'm not like those bumpkins, except for that freak of nature Bushman, of course. So what's it gonna be? Will you bet 100 orens? Okay, let's fight. So yeah, I mean, we can fist fight this one, and we get like a little quest update. I don't know why the, kind of hard to hit these guys too. I end up missing a lot. And pardon me, it's been a while since I played, so I can't get that chain in. The misses really mess with that chain, so... Anyways, he's down. Quick and easy. Geralt finishes him off. Does his little victory dance here that just kind of wastes time. Shouldn't bite off more than one can chew, as they say, a beautiful fight. I admit it, even though I've lost. Here's your 100 orens. 100 orens always comes in handy. It says you can have a drink instead, so I'm thinking maybe if you do that, you can get the beer from him. I don't know, I never tried that, but anyways, you do get a little quest update there. I'll fight Bushman just to show it off, but you don't get anything from him. Here's my fist, the world knows it, mate. Whoever sees it up close meets his fate. Who are you, Joker? They call me Bushman. I'm strong and no one wants to fight with me. So, care for a fight? Show me what you've got. We'll raise it up a little. Will he take 101? No? Will you do 50? 52? Jesus, this is why I never raise the bet on these guys. Because they don't take anything. Like, I'll just do the 10 here. Won't hurt you if you don't move too much. You must be joking. Alright. So you would think this guy being named and looking as big as he is, you would get something important from doing this, you know? But as you're going to see, if I can actually... Can you stop and actually do damage? Thank you. I'm barely doing anything to this guy. Think he's halfway? Nope, not even halfway yet. Come on. If I remember right, you want to attack as soon as the yellow disappears on the fist. But then you miss and the yellow just doesn't really show up. But there we go. Come on, dude. Come on. There we go. So that deals with Bushman. He is down. All that blood splatter. Little victory dance. A little back and forth with the feetsies. How come my fist has never failed me before? And nothing. Not even a quest update or anything. So yeah, if anything, you might just want to fight this guy. Maybe you can get the beer from him. Maybe not. I don't know. But next up, we're going to skip around here. And over to the innkeeper here. There's also this strange chest here. Welcome, master. It talks to you. What are you? I am what I am, nothing less and nothing more. And I guess that's your storage chest. You can store stuff here if you like. I don't see why you would ever need to store anything in these adventures. But there it is for you. I'll be damned. A witcher in here. Master Innkeeper, you don't have to trumpet so much. Your guests have surely noticed me already. What do you want? Came to beat the Wraiths? Other foul creatures are only Laszlo and Bloodpud. Ugly mugs, haha, but who would hire a witcher for them? They're over there by the door. They squander money, so it wouldn't surprise me if bandits attack them on the road. I won't bother your clients. I may deal with the Wraiths. We'll see. What have you got to offer here? Food, something to drink, and a place by the fire. You don't look like you have an orange to spare, and for free you can get your face beaten up. Not a room. Don't you worry about that, Master Innkeeper. What do you want? Anything new? Nothing, actually. I haven't seen any merchants recently. I'm running short of booze, and soon my regular will stop coming. So that's really a problem. But I have an idea. You see, I can't leave the business just like that. If I had some Ballista berries, I could brew some moonshine and wait for the merchants. Tell me to start collecting some herbs? And what would you say to 250 orens for 20 Ballista berries? If you put it like this, I'll see what I can do. So that's another quest from him to get Ballista berries. I'll show you guys where to get those after we're done here. Let's see. Innkeeper, what's making such smacking noise? Just pigs. What pigs? Well, the ones I keep in my basement. You didn't think that my clients behave like this? Of course I didn't. Other than that, you can rest here and meditate. You can store stuff, and you can ask him where people are. You can also buy stuff. We're going to want to come in here, buy the beer, and we're also going to want to buy some strong alcohol. So finally, we're going to talk to the village leader, who usually sits right here. He's not here. Don't see him outside anywhere. Joseph, regular customer. Scrag, regular. Henry, regular. Frank. He's not in here anywhere. I have no idea where he went. He just kind of disappeared. Maybe he went back to the village? I don't think I've seen him in the village at all, though, so I guess we'll run back there for now. He's not going to be out in the fields anywhere, so that shouldn't be an issue. I don't know if we can progress his quest if he's not in the inn. I don't know. We'll go check. Just in case. Is that him? Who is that? What the hell is he doing way out here? Jeez. Okay, whatever. My only son shows no sign of life. The fields are going to pot. Leave me alone, Witcher. Farewell then. We'll meet at the inn. At the inn? Yes, let's meet at the inn. I guess he's just gonna stand out here. He doesn't want anything to do with us right now. So I guess we'll leave him for now. We'll go do some other stuff. So the first thing we're gonna accomplish, we aren't gonna go back to the village just yet. We're gonna start hunting down some of these quest objectives that we have. First of which is gonna be the wolves over here that we gotta kill for the sheep herder. Let's get out our steel sword, sorry. Get our group style. Let's group them up pretty good. There's going to be a lot of them, so we're going to want to kill them fast. And there we go. That deals with all the wolves here. We don't have to worry about looting them, so that's fine. Next up, we have the Ballista fruit field over here. And I don't think you're going to be able to get all the Ballista fruit in one harvest here. We need 20 of them. And I think there are 9 plants here. You do have a chance to find 2 fruit from one plant. It's a small chance, but it is a chance. I was able to get all the fruit I needed in 2 harvests. So it's pretty good. We're getting some bad luck here, though. Only 1 per. 8. Is that all of them? Okay, I guess there's only 8 plants. Oh well. But next up, we're going to head over here and we're going to kill some Echinops. We want to use our silver sword strong style, I believe. I made a mistake the first time through. I was using my steel sword for this, which was very slow and painful. And I killed a lot more than I needed to. You only need to kill 5 and get the 5 roots. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, too fast there. And if we see any Ballista out here, we might want to grab it, but I don't think there's going to be any. Yeah, that's not Ballista. I'm not seeing any anywhere. We'll move on to this one now. Might have to heal up here pretty quickly. Alright, there's another one down. Is it 3 or 5? I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5, so we need 2 more. Like, you're next, buddy. Getting a little low on health here. A little low. Do I risk fighting another one without healing? I think we'll do the safe thing here. And we'll go ahead and drink a swallow potion. I mean, there's not a whole lot of fights otherwise in this, so it's not like we're wasting it. It's probably a good thing we took that, because it's doing some damage to us. It probably would have killed us. But that should be the last one. Cool. We have the roots for the priestess now. Now, I'd love to be able to get all the Ballista fruit I need before going back to the inn. But there's just not enough. I think there was a fireplace right there. But of course, we don't have any flint, so... What 2 signs do we have? We don't have any signs, actually.
I can't meditate with the fire out. Seems I have to light it first.
So we don't have any flint to light the fire. And we don't have Igni to light it, so... That kind of sucks, but oh well. Let's go ahead and head back to the inn. Maybe the village leader is there now, hopefully. And we can square away his stuff. I have no idea why he was just standing out in the middle of the field. I never came across that the first time through. He was always at the inn. Like, occasionally I found him standing outside the inn, but he was either there or inside. He's still not here. Okay. So... Tell you what. We're gonna meditate here. I want to have a rest. Says that we'll have to pay 5 orns. I don't know if we actually pay in this adventure or not, but it should be fine. There's nothing that we're gonna be buying, so... It's the middle of the day and he's not here. Let's meditate till dawn. About 18 hours. That'll keep it during the daytime. And it'll, still not here. It'll hopefully respawn those ballast fruits for us. Oh, there he is. He's coming back. So we can do this now. He, just hurries along here. Very slowly. Wait for him to sit down. Alright. Yes. So remember the fisherman, I think it was, told us that we need to give him some strong alcohol and play some dice poker with him, and then he'll loosen his lips a little. So that's why we got the Temerian Rye. We'll give that to him. That's it. You're a good chap. And then let's play some poker. Now, I didn't have too many issues with this last time. We got a full house here right away. That's pretty good. Here's hoping I don't have any issues this time. He has a pair. If he's smart, he's gonna fold. He did. Let's try round 2, see what we get. We got a pair of 5s, and that's all we got. He has 2 pairs, 4s and 6s. So we're going to go for 3 of a kind on 5s. He's probably going to go for 3 of a kind on 6s. If he gets that, he wins. We didn't get it, so no matter what, he's winning this round. Alright, we're going for the 3rd round here. Remember, it's best 2 out of 3. Got a pair of 3s. Not that great. He has 2 pairs, 3s and 4s. So same deal, we're going to go for 3 of a kind on 3s. He's probably going to go for 3 of a kind on 5s. in which case he wins. We got 3 of a kind, so it depends on his role here. He did not get it, so we won. Cool. And now he should talk to us. Thank you, my dear friend. We played, we drank, now tell me, what brings you here? Have you seen anything strange around? What was I to see? Some monsters, maybe some human corpses. Yeah, wolves behind the inn. And farther, hungry plants. Caught a wolf, ate. I got sober fast. You maybe have another bottle? So, you don't have to give him another bottle. So, no, you've had enough already. All you gotta do is back out of the conversation and go back in, and you can ask him the next thing. I've heard you can tell me something about ghosts. Ah, why do you hurt me, my friend? They come to the village every night. They want revenge. How did I hurt you? That voice of one of the Wraiths. It sounded just like my son, who is not showing any signs of life for so long, my beloved Khalid. Maybe it's his wraith that flies above the village. Give me something I can drown my loss in. I don't want to think about it. No, you've had enough already. So you may notice there on that quest that just popped up, it says economics grow where people die. And that's, I mean, it's not too important to know for the quest, but it's kind of important if you want to know what's really going on here. But anyways, that deals with the village leader. I do want to pop back over here and check if those ballast fruits respawned. It's been 18 hours, I've been into the inn and I'm back out, so they should be here.